How's it going, everyone? Back with an update on my Polaris Xpedition seat risers. Last video I showed you, I've got the 2024 Polaris Xpedition. I went online and purchased seat risers. I purchased 2 3/8 tall seat risers. I believe I got these from RPM Motorsports. They were $80, like $79.90 something or other, for one pair, one seat. So arguably $160 for your front seats. I purchased one set thinking it was a pair. I was like, $80 for both front seats isn't terrible. They got in the mail and they were only enough for one seat. So since I had them, I installed them, and that was one part of the last video that I had. Showed them installed, and they were a little tall for my taste. They put my head right around 4 inches from the headliner, which I am not tall by any stretch of the imagination. I think I'm about 5'10", give or take. They were a little tall for me. Now my 12-year-old son, my 10-year-old daughter, and my wife both all liked them. They liked the height because they could finally see over the hood and all that good stuff. But since I'm the one that primarily drives the thing, I was also worried about older people being able to get into it. It was a bit of a stretch to get up without running boards or steps of any sort. So what I did is I got on Amazon and I purchased 1-inch aluminum tubing. Our stores here didn't have any 1-inch aluminum tube, so I just got some on Amazon, had it shipped to the house. And I can't remember, but the stick that I got was long enough. This is 14 inches long from the black one right here. The one that I bought online is 14 inches long, so obviously I need 4 of those. Do the math there. That is 4 feet 4 inches long, or Jesus, 4 feet 8 inches long. Too early in the morning to do math. So I got one set cut and installed. You can see them right here. And then I went ahead and painted them. And it seems to be a very good height for me. I don't know if you can see this very well with the windows up and the tent and everything, and it's early in the morning. It's about 6 in the morning, but it does raise it up just a little bit. Like I said, obviously it raises it up an inch. It takes it. In the last video I showed the top of the bolster here, the side bolsters, was substantially above the window switches in the center console there, and this 1-inch riser brings it even with the top of the window switches. So also these 1-inch risers, I had to get different bolts. You can see here this bolt that came with the RPM riser kit sticks about a 1/2 inch, give or take, about a 1/2 inch above the tube. So I went to my local hardware store. These are 6mm bolts. So basically I got 1.5 inch long 6mm bolts. I can't remember what the metric equivalent to 1.5 inch is, but that's what I ended up getting. So that's what worked. You can kind of see it there. I didn't do a very good job painting the end of that one as good as I did that one there, but that's what it looks like. You kind of see in reference here to here, and then over on that side over there. But for what I prefer, that seems to be a good compromise between me liking to sit low, my wife and kids being able to want to be able to see up and over the dash. And then, like I said in the other video, I do a lot with taking landowners around their properties. I do forestry mulching and other stuff like that. So a big concern for me was being able to have older farmers get in and out of the vehicle without having to have a step for them or anything like that. So that was a big concern for me. So I think this will be a happy medium, and we'll see how that goes. But I'll install them and I'll ride with them for a little bit and see how it works out. If it doesn't work out, I'll take them out, and I'm not out that much. I briefly touched on ordering them on Amazon. I ordered the RPM set online and it was like 80 bucks for one pair. I ordered that piece off of that square tubing piece off of Amazon, and I think it was like 39 bucks for both seats. And then my local tiny hometown hardware store, the bolts, the 6 millimeter bolts by 1.5 inches long, were only 53 cents each. So I don't have hardly any money into it, and compared to the RPM set. Well, the window's down here so you can see. Tinted windows doesn't make it a little dark in here, but originally with the RPM set, when I put my fist up on top of my head, it was hitting the headliner, hitting this this drop down piece here over the B pillar. But you can see it's probably 6 to 7 inches from my head now. So most of the people that are gonna ride with me are about my height, give or take. I do have a taller guy, 6'2", 6'3". He'll be going up to Wisconsin with us. He has already been sitting in it and didn't have an issue with the stock seat position. One of the guys that's going up to Wisconsin with us is 6'6", so I'd be curious to see how well he fits in here. And we generally hop around between vehicles all the time when we get up there, so I have no doubt that at some point in time he'll be in here. So yeah, so I'll see how that 1 inch riser works out for that. I'll be curious to see how it fits taller people. It fits me just fine, and it puts me, my shoulders are even with this upper part here. If I want to put my arm out the window, it's about perfectly comfortable for me. Without it, I had to raise my shoulder up a little bit. Brought me back to the days of driving in trucks down the road before I was 16. When I was too little, I had to hike my arm way up. But this is actually just about level and comfortable for me. So I do a lot, or just riding around our property on our trails. We got like 4 or 5 miles of trails here, and then I've got a neighboring property down the road that I do some work on, and she's got 5 or 6 miles of trails there so far. I'm creating a lot more, so I take her and her father around. So yeah, so we do a lot of cruising with the windows down, so that'll be nice. She's about the same height as me, so she'll be able to see out the doors and look at trails and look at the work I've done. So yeah, so very happy with that, without any more rambling. So we'll see how it goes. I'll get the other one installed. The other one, I just painted it this morning. Painted the bolts, let it bake in the sun all day and get dried up, and I'll get that installed, and we'll see how it goes. And I'll make another update and keep you guys posted how I like them. If you got any more, anything you want to see, content wise on the side-by-side itself, let me know. If you got any comments, always drop them down in the comment section. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Always try and learn, what everybody else has done. If you've done other things on your side, if you have an Xpedition and you've done other things on it as well, I'd definitely be interested in knowing, picking up anything. So I'm very happy with this machine so far. I think that's about as far as I'm gonna take it with accessories for a while. it just seems to fit my usage and my needs. So, but at the same time, it's hard keeping everything stocked. There's always, you know, new cool stuff coming out, and you definitely want to have something fun. So, but anyways, like I said, throw them in the comments. You know, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.